Meet Bob.
Hey.
Bob owns a mortgage company. For years, Bob has worked hard and grown his business during good times and bad. He has invested hours and hours every week to run his company and serve his clients. He's a good guy. Meet Joe. Joe works for the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. He just got his job as an examiner. He's very excited, and his boss Barry has given him a checklist and a mission to make sure every mortgage broker and banker is compliant. Joe gets paid a lot of money to do this. Meet the checklist. This is the form Joe uses to examine companies. Joe will be using this checklist to make sure that companies he examines have policies on every law that has ever existed. He also needs to make sure that training is taking place and that there's a tracking mechanism to ensure that the loan originators are following all the policies. Meet Sal.
Talking to me?
Sal is the #1 originator working for Bob at the company. He loves doing loans.
I love him.
He's not a huge fan of compliance.
Hate it.
He comes up with some great marketing ideas that, well, they're not as legal as Bob would like.
Illegal.
Bob has a little trouble reining him in sometimes. One day, Bob walks into Sal's office and tells him to take some online training with the cheapest company in America.
Okay.
The class is comprised of a bunch of words that you have to read. This horrible education, it bores Sal. He'd rather just do loans. Meet Jenny. Jenny is Sal's assistant.
Hey.
Jenny is going to take the classes for Sal because she wants to keep her job.
I really do.
Sal continues to take risks because he didn't get the training.
Hey.
When training is lame and people don't pay attention, they just keep on breaking the law. One day, Joe walks in to do his audit. As it turns out, they have over 7,230 violations. They interview Sal as the checklist requires, and Sal has no idea what the policies are because, well, he was never really trained.
Yeah.
In fact, he rolls it right back on Bob,
It was him.
blaming him for not providing the training. Meet Bubba. Bubba is Bob and Sal's new roommate. He's very excited to meet them.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's rewind and see how that could have been done better. Okay, so Bob needs to be compliant, provide training, needs some policy help, and needs a place he can ask and answer questions. He can't get all those things from a low-quality 1989 style of training. Bob needs one place to tie all of his loan officers together and communicate his policies to everybody, as well as track that education and get questions answered for everybody. Bob,
Yeah.
meet the Knowledge Coop. Bob signs his people up for the Knowledge Coop and pays a ridiculously low monthly fee for a web system unlike anything he's ever seen. His whole company can now communicate with each other, ask and answer questions, and watch and track any series of short training videos on various topics found in the checklist. In addition, his loan originators get their continuing education for free, delivered in a way that's way more fun with cutting-edge information. Even Sal digs it.
Hey.
Joe is happy that they've been innovative with their education. Even the underwriters are smiling because they have a place that they can now communicate with each other. Sorry, Bubba. Looks like you'll have to wait for another roommate. The Knowledge Coop. Collaborate, cultivate, educate.